when I got chance to play with them, I at the beginning I felt like a little bit pressure. Right now I'm playing with Hylissang that is like really like old in the scene and he has so much knowledge. Definitely Ankus because he's like veteran of LEC and he's also Polish and I'm just looking forward to facing him.
Hey guys, this is Pedro Romero and I'm back with a brand new interview. This time I'll be covering the 2024 LEC Winter Split, albeit this is before the actual start of the proper split. I'm here with Daglas of Team Vitality, the top laner, of course, and jungler. I might be wrong in that, but just to get the show on the road real quick, it's been announced a few weeks ago about the actual starting lineup of the team, but compared to last season in which you were a part of the main roster at the very end of the summer split. For this occasion, you're actually going to be with the team from the actual start. And so, how have you been fitting in with the main team for this upcoming season compared to how it was back then?
I think like the main thing is that before when I got a chance to sub in, the team was like I didn't feel like the vibes in that team. And now with the new team, everyone is just so positive and everyone has good vibes and just so much positive in themselves. There is so much energy in our team right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, it's also interesting to look at how you contributed to the team, last year's team, given the way that the team performed in the summer split, finishing roughly around the basement of the league. But even so, like, what were some of the takeaways that you felt that what were some of the lessons that you took away from that experience, outside of just fitting in and just playing on the main stage? What were some of the biggest takeaways that you've had from your experience from the main stage that you've now put into use for this year?
I think I played with like big names in the LEC. So like when I got chance to play with them, I at the beginning I felt like a little bit pressure, but then when I played a few games with them, I just started to feel more confident, and it's the main thing that I was focused on. And now I'm really confident for upcoming split.
Yeah, so you feel like the nerves from your debut appearance in the main stage of LEC, do you feel like that's fully shaken off? Because sure, you made it to LEC with just three games at the end of the season, but nowadays, do you feel like that sort of pressure has finally disappeared, or do you still a little bit of that pressure surrounding you as you start the new season?
I think there is no pressure right now, and from what I saw, we are being put like in the bottom tier lists, and I think within time we can prove everyone that what are we capable of.
Yeah, and you mentioned a little bit about, playing with the last season's team and all of the difficulties that you've experienced and such. But what's it like playing with this new version of Vitality? People like Photon, VTO, Karzi, Hylissang, quite quite a cast of experienced players and players that have actually won the LEC in years past. So how has it been for you to fit in with those other players in the team, comm wise, communication wise, play style wise, strategy wise? How have you been fitting in with the rest of the team?
Well, I think in our team there is like we have Hylissang as a main voice, I would say, but everyone is like everyone is just communicating enough for everyone's role. So in game we are just not lost and everyone just know their job.
Mm. And where do you feel you fit in with the team, in trying to match this energy, but also in trying to learn from the rest of your teammates, given that they have much more experience than you on the big stage, how has that difference been like in trying to learn from your new teammates and just having to fit in with the team from last year and all the situation within the situation that we've discussed so far.
Mm, I think just mm, I need to think actually. Can you just maybe repeat the last sentence, please?
Yeah, sure. Um, sort of just how do you view the difference in just learning from your your new teammates as opposed to learning from your teammates from last season? Yeah.
I mean, I think I don't really like learn from my teammates. I just learn everything by myself. I just adapt how my teammates play, right? And I think just that is the main case how I view my learning experience and knowledge. Of course, right now I'm playing with Hylissang that is like really like old in the scene and he has so much knowledge. So of course I love listen uh, to everything what he says about the game. But I still think I'm that kind of guy that just learns by myself.
Talking about Hylissang, I'm curious on as to what is one thing that you've adapted slash learned the most just from listening to him and stuff like that. And what is one thing that comes to mind that you feel you've been able to adapt the most from listening to a player like Hylissang?
Well, the main thing is that he's like playing really aggressive most of the times, and I'm playing more passive sometimes. So just every game with him, I'm getting like knowledge. How should I play with him and around him?
Have you have you always played aggressive as a jungler? Playing aggressive has you felt that difference in aggressiveness and just being more proactive within your role the more you're playing with this team and as the season starts?
I think it depends because right now everything is new, so we are still in the phase that we are exploring, I would say. And of course, like every game is different, so I always just adapt. But I think I would say that I would prefer to play more aggressive.
Right, right. And you mentioned a little bit earlier on in the conversation about how you viewed or about the public's perception of this team and how the majority of them set Vitality into the bottom leg of the league standings. But I'm kind of curious of how you see yourself, specifically looking at the rest of the junglers in the LEC. Where do you feel you rank yourself uh, amongst this role, specifically entering this season?
Well, I think I'm still a rookie, so all I can say is just within time I can just show what I'm just capable of. But if I had to say right now where I would put myself, is probably like bottom mid tier jungle.
And which jungler are you most looking forward to facing this season, and why?
Mm, Definitely Ankos because he's like veteran of LEC and he's also Polish, and I'm just looking forward to face him. And then maybe Egg from G2. I I got chance already to play against him back then in 2021 EU Masters that he won against me, and I want to take my revenge.
Of course, having that payback is always a good fuel for motivation for players such as yourself. But one final question before I wrap it up. What are your personal expectations for not just the team, but also yourself for this season in general?
Mm, like the whole year or just the
Uh,
split?
you can divide into the split and also this entire year.
Well, I think like for for me the main goal for this split is at least to make the playoffs and try to play best of three and best of fives because in best of one a lot of things can happen, and I just want to try my strength in best of threes or BO5. And I think in long term run we'll just get better as a team.
And no sure we'll be able to see what this team does in the future as the split starts and as it transpires. Douglas, thank you so much for taking the time and doing this interview. I really appreciate it. Best of luck for you and the team in this split.
Thank you.